what's going on? So, I was originally going to make a kind of a nasty video, if you would, but I decided to go a different route, so let's just jump into it. I bought this RedCat Volcano S-30. Got it from eBay from a seller called RC Warehouse Steels, which I am to believe that is what RedCat sells their factory returns through. Excuse me, their factory returns through. So I bought it. You know, it says items are untested, but the condition is good. Well, I'm like, all right, throw a couple bids in on it. I end up winning, and it's this truck right here. Well, watch this. You'll notice right now there is not a motor in there, and I'll tell you why. So I was going to do a whole unboxing on this, and oh, look at my new nitro, let's see how fast it is. And I get the box, and it's literally the truck in the box, a remote, and a binding plug. That's it. I open up the truck, and I go to spin the flywheel over on the motor, and the motor's seized. So I immediately think, huh, I got screwed. But I'm going to chalk it up to experience, and we'll go into why you got to be careful buying used nitro trucks on eBay, because you never know what's inside the motor. Can't tell from pictures unless you physically see a video of the vehicle running. You have no idea if it runs or not, so it's a huge gamble. So we'll go into a little bit what was wrong with this motor and what else I have coming to the channel. So let's get into it, shall we? Scoot in a little bit here. So this is the motor that came out of that truck. It's a SH.18 3.0 motor in it, and I'll tell you what was wrong with it. So did not have a pull start on it when it came. All it had was the back plate. You got your start shaft, and then, you know, the one-way bearing goes on the starting shaft. That was it. So I thought that was a little fishy too, that there's it did not come with a pull start on it. So I get a little more into it, and I start tearing this motor down. Now watch what happens when I go to spin this motor over. See how it pushes the sleeve up? Well, this sleeve shot. So the sleeve's all warped. So this thing got so hot that it warped the sleeve. The piston's probably shot now too. I did have the piston out. I didn't see any scoring on it, but it's got to be shot. A needle fell out of this one-way bearing. There's a bunch of needle rollers in the bearing, and you know, they spin one way, they grab the other. The needle falls out. Now, how does a needle fall out of this bearing when the shaft is through the center? There's no room there for anything to come out of there. So what I've been noticing is, I've seen it a couple times on YouTube already, where people are saying, this is how you start a RedCat or an SH motor or something of that nature without a roto start plate. They just take this backing plate, they pull the pull start off, and they're like, oh, you can just use a drill to start it now. Well, this is the problem with that. So there's nothing holding this shaft in. The shaft falls out while you're driving. Now this one-way bearing is just kind of chilling in there like this. God knows what's going to happen. So the needle fell out, and you could see the crankshaft and the piston in there. Right where that pin is on the crankshaft, right about here. That's where the needle got pinched and screwed this motor up. I couldn't even move this at all. Wouldn't budge. So that's what I'm dealing with this. So I don't know I messaged the seller, see what they say, but I'm probably gonna be eating this motor. So just be wary out there when you think you're getting a deal on something. You just never know what's going to be inside a nitro motor. Not saying that it's going to happen every time, because I've bought plenty of nitros off of eBay without any issue. This is just something I wouldn't expect from RedCat themselves. I mean, I would probably say, if I was going to be doing a visual inspection on a nitro motor, I would try and spin the flywheel before I put it up for bid, and I would mention to people that the flywheel does not move, engine may be seized, but that's just me. I'm not going to bash them, because I do like RedCat. They're cheap, they're affordable, and for the most part, they're pretty much okay. Yeah, I mean, you get what you pay for, but these SH motors are great. They're great motors. So that's where we are with that. Now, the reason why you haven't seen that 10 scale buggy that I got, the VRX Spirit, is because while I was doing the break-in on it, the front, the pin retainer on the front for the lower control arms, it was snapped in shipping. I was doing the break-in, I had it running good. I start doing some laps with it on the third or fourth heat cycle, and the front tire falls off. So I get into looking at it, and the pins must have pulled through the retainers during shipping, because as you could see in my unbox video, the box was just smashed. So that's where we're at with that. My brushless boat came in. I ran that around the pond a few times. That thing is fast. I'm going to make a video on that, I think. Just haven't gotten around to it. It's busy time of the year for me, summertime. Got a lot of stuff going on, working. So we'll get around to it. I ordered another clutch for the Earthquake, for the 0.28 conversion in the Earthquake, so we can get that going. And in the meantime, I am going to put the original motor back on and do a couple more speed runs. But like I said, just not as much time as I would like to have this time of the year. But we're getting it done. We're out there hustling every day. So until then, God bless. Catch you on the next one.